I've had to borrow millions of dollars this summer. I've never been in debt like this for a long, long time. And so when you got, and I said this before, I, if a citizen is charged with a frivolous and charge, and where did we have, it seems like they've thrown the rules out the window, like, where you can go get a dismissal or go do this. Well, when they weaponize the government against us, it seems like it's insurmountable.
Local pillow guy Mike Lindell is having a bad day, or rather a bad couple of years, because Lindell is now millions of dollars in debt from defending himself against his own election fraud lawsuits. And now he needs your money. To hear Lindell tell the story, he isn't to blame for spending literally all of his money on bogus investigations into the 2020 election. No, this is all Joe Biden's fault, and the big bad deep state too. Listen to this.
Because you know what? You can say, oh, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. If we're not courageous now, like I said before, and you want to help, if we don't get these people help and to be able to get through this and win, we have to win. And we have to win. If we don't win now, there's not you don't get to have a redo. They're taking our country. They're taking our country. And this is the fight we're in. And these people that don't have the resources, like you say, that I had, I don't have anymore, but I had.
You just hate to see it. Now, I'm no pillow genius like Mike, but I have a few quick tips to help you avoid losing tens of millions of dollars to conspiracy theories. With your permission, I'd like to offer a little free advice. First off, avoid making anything called the Prove Mike Wrong Challenge, where Lindell offered a $5 million prize to anyone who could prove his 2020 election data was wrong, because it took software engineer Bob Zeidman like 10 minutes to do that. And now a court says Lindell has to pay up.
And now an arbitration panel has agreed that a man named Bob Zeidman did indeed prove Mike wrong. The Washington Post writes, quote, the panel said Zeidman, a computer forensics expert and 63-year-old Trump voter from Nevada, was entitled to the $5 million payout. Zeidman had examined Lindell's data and concluded not only did it not prove voter fraud, it also had no connection to the 2020 election.
Oh, yeah. And if you're going to make a Prove Mike Wrong challenge and bet a bunch of your personal wealth on it, also try to make really sure the data you have is actually from the election and not just from some random guy at a Trump conference. That would probably help. Tip 2, don't keep filing frivolous court cases where you demand a judge overturn the 2020 election based on your random spreadsheets. Lindell has faced multiple sanctions and legal fees for wasting the court's time, and those bills are really starting to add up. Tip 3, don't defame an incredibly litigious voting machine company that's already proved it really knows how to handle defamation cases. Lindell did that last year when he accused Dominion Voting Systems of rigging their machines. Now he's facing a $1.3 billion lawsuit. Tip 4, don't turn your previously pretty well-liked company into a hotbed of QAnon and election conspiracies, to the point where, for a while last year, people couldn't even access the site without seeing a bunch of conspiracy theories right on the front page. That little business hiccup cost Lindell's company $100 million, and now Lindell's auctioning off his equipment to keep the business open. If you ever wanted to start your own pillow company, though, now's the time to get some machinery for cheap. Now, admittedly, it hasn't helped sales that big box retailers have decided Mike Lindell is insane, and they don't want themselves associated with his product. That's also hurting sales. And last but not least, Tip 5, don't spend $40 million on a social network that nobody uses, and even Donald Trump has called a joke. That's something dumb people do. Listen, Mike Lindell may know how to make a great pillow. I have no idea. None of the stores near me carry his stuff anymore. But he makes a terrible election conspiracy truther, and now he's about to lose the shirt off his back. Hey, maybe Mike Lindell could sell shirts next.